Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this week what I want to talk about is body fat percentage. So what is body fat percentage? What are some problems that we might find in measuring body fat percentage? And what could we use instead of body fat percent that would be a little bit more useful for most people? What is body fat percentage? So simply all it is the total mass of fat in your body divided by your total body mass and times by 100. And from there we get a figure, and that is going to be your body fat percentage. Now that figure will range from anywhere in the single digits all the way up to, you get extreme cases where it could be anywhere up to around 50%. Healthy range for guys is going to be somewhere in the high teens, sort of 14 to 17%, anywhere around there. Ladies are going to be a little bit higher, so that'll be somewhere in the low 20s. And the reason for that is fat is extremely important for hormone production. And ladies have a vastly different hormone profile to guys, so it's going to be slightly higher because of that. But also ladies require the higher fat percentage because of childbirth. So that extra body fat helps with that. So to measure body fat, we've got quite a few different methods. Now the traditional one, the one that most people know, is to use a set of calipers like what I have here. So what they'll do is you'll take a pinch of skin, pop it between the two teeth of the set of calipers there, and we'll get a number. We'll do this at various sites on the body, and from all these different figures we can kind of figure out what your body fat percentage is. There are a whole number of different methods we can use as well. There's another one where they'll run a electric current through your body, a small electric current, and from this you'll get a figure, and that's supposedly what your percentage is. Now, the problem is if all of these are quite inaccurate, and if you had to take 4 different methods on the same person, you're going to get 4 different answers, and none of them are going to be spot on. Some of them can be quite a way out, actually. A second issue is that when measuring body fat percentage, we're not able to differentiate between the subcutaneous fat, so that fat that's sitting just below the skin, which we want to get lower, and other forms of fat, some of which can be quite important. So what ends up happening is we're measuring total body fat percentage in light of trying to get it lower, but we can't differentiate between different types of fat, and this isn't very effective. So when is this figure, this body fat percentage, actually useful? To be honest, very rarely. Now, if somebody is overweight, is it useful then? Not really. You just need to know that your total body weight is too high and you need to get it down. Knowing what your body fat percentage is kind of pointless. Now, if somebody's underweight, it's a similar thing. You don't need to know what that body fat percentage is. You just need to know that a person, or that person just needs to know that they need to gain some weight. And knowing what this figure is of their total body fat isn't really important. In most cases, people who have a healthy body weight, their body fat percentage is probably going to be pretty close to a healthy range anyway. So maybe aesthetics is your goal and you want to look as lean as possible. Is body fat percentage useful then? Well, no, not really then either, because measuring of body fat percentage is so inaccurate. So then what can we use as a measuring tool instead of body fat percentage? So I would suggest using the mirror. Does the muscle look more defined? Does it feel more defined? Does it perform better than it did before? That's probably a better yardstick than using inaccurate measurements of body fat percentage. Another tool we could use is just a measuring tape. Check centimeters. Has a muscle physically gotten bigger or smaller? That's much more accurate than using body fat percentage to measure progress. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this and you found it informative. If you have any questions, swing them my way. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.